What up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Toon Rami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff to talk about. There's so much stuff to talk about. Even after we had the Dokkan Now premiere video yesterday, even more news has come out. Whether you want to call it a leak or intentional, I don't know. But there's so much to cover, and the World Tournament is happening tonight, so I'm going to try to cover as much as possible in this video. Maybe I'll make another one. I don't think I'll need to. I think I'm going to cover it all in this video. So if you have not seen what's been going on in the past day or two for Global, hopefully this can help you out and cover everything that you need to know. So without further ado, let's begin. We'll start actually with the update that hit Global itself. This was the long maintenance that we had over the past 24 hours, but it didn't last 24 hours. It was like 8, 9. A lot of cool things. Number one, the news page has changed a little bit. It's a lot cleaner, a lot more streamlined. So now they filtered out campaign, event, and other, right? So we'll start with the campaign. Nothing really new here except for the fact that, a new stage is going to be coming to the Dokkan events. The Ultimate Secret Goku Blue Kaio-ken event. We're getting a second stage on that, and more about that in a second. The update has been released, so everything that I mentioned in the previous video about the update has now been released. Dokkan Now has been released. That's about it for the campaign section. For the events, there was actually, apparently, there was another piece of information that was released, but they removed it, I think. So we'll get to that in just a second as well. So there's nothing else new here, but there's actually something new here. On the other section, adjustments to certain characters and categories. This was not mentioned in any previous news update or anything like that, so this is actually brand new. During update 4.6.1, certain characters' categories had been adjusted. So a bunch of characters have been added to the full power category. A bunch of characters have been added to other ones as well. Peppy Gal's got a couple Android 21s. Oh, the Freaky 21. Sweet. Android 21, the STR one has been added to Peppy Gal's. Hybrid Saiyans, Great Saiyaman has been added. That finally makes sense. Mercenary Tao is a movie boss, which, okay. I mean, I'm not going to question that. I don't remember why he would be, though. Since when was he a movie boss? Oh, maybe it was the old Dragon Ball movie. I'm totally blanking on that. Enemy characters who appear in Stage 7 of Area 18 in the quest. I mean, they went crazy. Like, they did some research on things that were not categorized properly, and they fixed it. So quest mode has been changed. Certain characters who appear in Super Battle Road have also been adjusted. Great Saiyaman has been added to the Hybrid Saiyans category. Goten, Frieza First Form has been removed from Planet Namek Saga. I believe that's the Frieza who, when you Dokkan awakened him, he turned into Golden Frieza, but he was still on the Planet Namek Saga category, which was weird because there's no such thing as a Golden Frieza in the Planet Namek Saga category. If there was a Golden Frieza during Planet Namek Saga, there would be no Dragon Ball because Goku would have been annihilated. Anyway, so that is it for the category changes. Check them out if you've got any particular characters that you're more interested in. There's a full list here. And that's about it for the news in the actual game. Couple other things that they mentioned in the update have been added, like, for example, the growth page. You now see Training, Awaken, Hidden Potential, Reverse, and Reverse Dokkan Awaken. So this is much easier now to manage. If you want to do stuff with a character, you can just click on it and it'll take you straight to that section. You click Reverse, it takes you to the menu where you can actually do the Reverse feature using your hourglasses. And then if you want to reverse back, you can do the same thing. Very nice, very convenient way to streamline Dokkan even more, making it more usable for everybody to navigate. That is about it for the actual game. Now let's go to the Dokkan Wiki and let's cover both the things that were mentioned in the Dokkan Now presentation as well as some other things that have surfaced since then. Number one, they announced that the next campaign for Global is going to be the Christmas campaign. The first thing that they mentioned was that the Santa Roshi and the Santa Trunks and Mai are coming back. They also have included this guy, Santa Goku. They're all, very cute collectible cards. If you want to keep one of them each, go ahead. I myself don't really care. I'm still playing catch-up to all of you veteran Dokkanners out there, so being only a year into the game, I still need more Kais, as many as I can get, so as soon as I get those Gokus and Roshis and whatever, I'm using them. I'm using them on my units. So this was the first thing that they announced. The next thing that they announced was that upon the first login of the Christmas celebration, which should be around the 8th, I think it's after the Trunks banner leaves, and I think it's after the World Tournament is over, or maybe on around that same day. There might be a little bit of overlap. During that day, that will be the first day of the campaign for Christmas celebration, and on the first login, we'll get that Goku Santa thingy. We'll also get a God Dragon Stone. Now, I'm showing you this chart right here to give you an idea of what you can expect as far as what characters you can choose from. If you've gotten Dragon Stones before, you know that they're basically for easy A-able units. over time, the character selection has increased. In the beginning, it was just these 5. The second one, it was these 5, and then it's been increasing ever since. And now, you know, we're at an all-time high when it comes to EZA units. So there's going to be a lot of units to choose from. So make sure to take your time to pick out the ones that maybe you don't have, or maybe it's for a certain unit that's super broken, like Janemba. He's not that common these days as far as summonings, so he is still probably the best EZA unit in the game for global. So if you've got maybe one copy of him and you want to dupe, maybe go for that. Or if there's a unit that you just don't have, like a Goku, Gohan, all sorts of stuff. You know, there's plenty to choose from. So that was the next thing that they mentioned. After that, they said that the Christmas celebration was the next campaign. And more importantly, they are focusing on the Universe Survival Saga theme. So they announced that there's going to be a category summon for Universe Survival Saga where you can get like the androids, Dispo, Shape Up Boo, blah blah blah. Every multi gives you a guaranteed featured, which was nice. So if you don't have many Universe Survival Saga units, that might be a good banner to go on. And then they went into detail about this, the Universe 6 story event. Now this I'm very excited for because I actually thought that this was going to be coming to global sooner, but they kind of held out. But at least it's showing up, which is great. We're getting 4 free-to-play units, and we're getting 2 units, more specifically, that can boost the super attacks of other units that you might already have. So let's go into each one of these. So there's 4 stages, 4 free-to-play units, corresponding to each stage. So now let's go and look over each and every one of them. Number 1, and my most excited, is Hito. This is a free-to-play version of Hit. Supreme damage, medium chance to stun the enemy. He's an orb changer. He changes int key spheres to rainbow. Medium chance to evade enemy attacks, including super. Attack plus 66% when performing a super attack. Medium chance to stun the attacked enemy. So, a stunner, right? If that wasn't clear already. He's a stunner. He doesn't have a Dokkan Awakening or anything like that, but he is going to be a solid free-to-play unit. After you boost this guy and max him out, if you want to rainbow him, go ahead. You can then use this unit to then boost the super attacks of other hits. So you see this? Can be farmed to raise super attacks of other hit cards. There are several. There's an int one, there's an AGL one that you get from the World Tournament. There's obviously the Dokkan Fest exclusive one that happened last Christmas, or otherwise known as Hitmas. If you haven't received that unit yet, if you're able to summon him on the upcoming banners, I'm pretty sure he's going to be on some of these banners coming up. You can use this guy right here to boost the super attacks of all those guys. The next unit is Saonel and Prina, the Universe 6 Namekians. They are a free-to-play Namekians category. Key plus 3, 66% across the board. I kind of like that. It's a nice touch. Another Namekian for the Namekian category, which is desperately in need of some real good units. Causes supreme damage to the enemy and raises allies' attack by 20% for 1 turn. So, a support unit. Attack plus 15%, defense plus 15% per Universe 6 category ally on the team. Key plus 1, and attack and defense plus 30% per Namekian category ally on the team. So there's not much overlap, unfortunately, because there's only one Namekian that fits both Universe 6 and Namekians, and that's these guys. So as far as the passive goes, they'll only benefit a little bit from both. You can't really have both working at the same time. You're going to have to give up some Universe 6 units if you want to fit in Namekians and vice versa. But still, another Namekian, solid unit, free to play, no complaints here. Next, we've got Champa, Unrestricted Visit Champa. Universe 6, category sub-lead, key plus 2, 40% across the board. Causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers defense. Medium chance for attack plus 200%. So this is just like his summonable version, the physical one, where he has a medium chance to get 300 attack or something like that. He's not really that special. He's just another solid Universe 6 unit. If you don't have too many of them, he's a good one to have. Also, you can use him to boost the super attack of your physical Champa, which is what I have. Vados, the brand new unit joining Global. Vados has a Dokkan Awakening, actually. She's the only one out of these free-to-play units that has a Dokkan Awakening. Let's check out her base stats first. Universe 6 sub-lead, key plus 2, 40% across the board. Supreme damage and lowers enemy attack, so kind of like Whis. More like a support, a dodger, and a nerfer. Medium chance to evade enemy attacks, including super attack. Universe 6 category allies, key plus 1, and attack and defense plus 20%. Once you get the medals needed to awaken her, she turns into the TUR form of Vados, which is a Universe 6 lead again, key plus 2, 66% across the board. That might be a typo. I'm not sure. Who knows? Either way, I don't think you're going to want to use her as a lead anyway. Causes supreme damage, lowers enemy attack. Her passive skill now upgrades. High chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attack. Universe 6 category allies, key plus 2, attack and defense plus 30%. Very, a pretty solid, serviceable support unit that's free to play. TUR too, so Definitely get this unit because there's no other vados in the game for global, so very nice unit right here. So that is it for all of the free-to-play drops from this event. This was again the main attraction for the Dokkan Now, other than one more thing. And that is this guy. Goku Kaio-ken Blue, finally. So apparently, we never had a Kaio-ken Blue Goku before in the game, even though the AGL one is literally Kaio-ken Blue. They didn't name him as such. They named him as just Super Saiyan Blue. So this is now the very first Kaio-ken Blue Goku in Dokkan, and he is a Universe Survival Saga lead, and he is going to be broken, apparently. Now, I don't know the details of his super attack. All we know is that this image has been circulating all over Twitter, the subreddit, everything. But let's take a look at this guy. So, his base form and his TUR both are Kaio-ken Blue, so you can't farm him, unfortunately. But his active skill causes ultimate damage to the enemy and raises allies' attack by 30% for one turn. Conditions can be activated when HP is 59% or less, pretty standard, with another 3 or more representatives of the Universe 7 category allies on the team once only. So basically, it's like a Pan active skill, the B Pan, except it's a little less potent, and you have to have certain allies on the team. So that's not too bad, because when you're running a Universe Survival Saga team anyway, more than likely you're going to have units that are from Universe 7 on the team, not just Goku. Apparently, people are saying that this guy is comparable to the STR Cooler on JP as far as being one of the best TURs in the game. I have no idea. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't know the details of the super attack where we actually do know what he can do. But from what I've been seeing, he looks promising. We have a new category lead for Universe Survival Saga. This makes the third one. We've got Jiren, we've got Hito, and now we've got Goku. So that's going to be good. And Universe Survival Saga is my favorite category, so I cannot wait to pull this guy and use him. It's going to be great. So that is it for the Dokkan Now as far as new stuff. We also got 15 Dragon Stones. Am I missing anything else? That's about it. So the Dokkan Now was a very short video, about 10 minutes long, so if some of you were disappointed, don't be. This was the first installment in what is going to be a longer series, a pretty regular series, where the producers of Dokkan give us regular updates about what is to come. It's kind of like those Nintendo Directs that you see on Nintendo's website, or Sony's been doing it lately. This is a more direct-to-consumer sort of communication line that's been set up from Dokkan to us Dokkanners. So I really like this. I'm not upset at all about the fact that we don't get any announcements about other stuff, because, again, do you really want, as a business, to just give away everything that's coming? Because let's say they tell you the next 2 banners that are coming. If one banner is better than the other, everybody now knows that the second banner is the one that you want. You'll skip the first one. That hurts their sales, right? So it doesn't suit their best interest to advertise everything that's coming up all at once. They're going to do it in increments to build a hype for each one, so that us consumers will be hyped for each one. So don't be too upset. Kale and Caulifla will be coming soon. If you want to look at it this way, just think about this. This whole theme for the Christmas celebration is Universe 6, Universe Survival Saga. How are they not going to introduce Kale and Caulifla? The medals that are needed to awaken her into her LR form or TUR form are already out in circulation, and now with this new Universe 6 story event, it's all but certain that we're going to get Kale and Caulifla. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying that all signs point to it. They will be coming eventually, so don't worry, don't freak out. Let's move on. And now onto some more recent news that's been circulating recently. So as I mentioned earlier in the in-game news update where they showed the campaign news, the event news, and the others, in the events page, they apparently had a post about the brand new level added to the Beyond God Ultimate Secret Dokkan event. The second stage, where you're going to be getting a brand new medal that you're going to need to awaken that Kaio-ken Blue Goku, as well as some other ones. Apparently, they also revealed some units that are going to be getting awakenings, units that have been around for some time. Then they deleted it. I didn't see this news when it was in the game, but I've been seeing it circulating all over Reddit and all over Twitter. So now let's talk about it. In this second stage, we're going to be getting a medal that can awaken this guy. So right off the bat, he doesn't look very powerful. Pretty underwhelming. Causes supreme damage to the enemy. His leader skill is kind of a meh. His leader skill is pretty meh. His super attack is pretty meh. His passive skill, attack plus 15% per physical ki sphere obtained. Now he's getting a Dokkan Awakening. When he gets the Dokkan Awakening, he becomes so much better. Attack and defense plus 20% per ki sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% if it is a physical ki sphere. So you can get 30% attack and defense per physical ki sphere. That's awesome. Then randomly changes ki spheres of a certain type, physical excluded, to physical ki spheres. So imagine Kefla. Kefla is a self-serving nuke where she turns, I think it was int orbs into physical ones, and with each orb that she picks up, I believe she gets about 15% attack. So this is kind of like that, except amplified, because now you get a 30% attack and defense buff per physical ki sphere. So that just made this guy a lot more useful. And the same thing happened to the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He also has pretty lame stats as of right now. Attack plus 15% per Tech ki sphere obtained. When he Dokkan Awakens, he gets the exact same boost, just like the Goku, where you get attack and defense plus 20% per ki sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% if it is a Tech ki sphere, and he also changes ki spheres of a certain type to Tech. While these two guys are getting pretty decent boosts in their abilities, it is sort of unfortunate that they're still not going to be competing with some of the other Goku Blues and Vegeta Blues out there. There are just some better ones out there that are way more useful for your team. So these guys are getting stronger, but I still don't really see myself using these guys a lot more than I already am, which is 0. But that's okay. They're still getting their due justice. Speaking of justice, this unit has me the most excited because this unit has been following me since the beginning of Dokkan, and I always knew there was something special about this guy. And now he's getting his moment to shine, and that is Bergamo. This guy has been following me, I think, like every single banner that I've ever done in Dokkan. I've got at least one copy of this guy. I never ever bobbed a single one. This guy is getting a Dokkan Awakening, finally. Finally. So his base stats are not that great. They're actually not the worst compared to other SSRs that don't have any boosts, but he's an extreme class sub-lead. Causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. His passive, attack plus 20 with each attack received up to 120, and then he has a chance to turn into giant form with below 80% HP. Now, with his Dokkan Awakening, he is becoming a monster. I've never seen anything like this before. Attack and defense plus 30% for each attack received up to 300. 300! So in 10 attacks, this guy will have 300 attack, 300 defense. Are you kidding me? Put this guy on a team where you've got some nerfers and some sealers, and you are going to create a monster in no time. Why do I mention sealers and nerfers? Because, you know, at the beginning, his stats are going to be laughable, right? He's got no boost of any kind. He's only going to get stronger the more he gets hit. So if you can ensure that he's only going to get hit by normal attacks, and if you can also ensure that those attacks are not going to be lethal by making sure that these attacks are weaker, you will get a monster in no time. So make sure you carry this guy with other units that can seal, that provide key support, and can nerf the enemy's attack power, because this guy is amazing. This guy, can he maybe compete in the legendary Goku event? Maybe. If you can boost his stats early on, I cannot wait to use this guy. I knew he'd be good. I had faith. So that is it, folks. A lot of good stuff coming to Global, as we expected. And it's only going to get better. This is just the beginning. There's going to be so much more to come. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what you were most excited for. Me personally, Bergamo has completely stolen the show. I'm so excited that this guy is finally getting something. And now I can use this guy without feeling stupid. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future. And click that notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Do it. Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.